Welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the 8th episode of New Game. 8. I mean, I could do that, but it just doesn't seem very symmetrical.
Symmetry!
Fuck symmetry.
Anyway. If you want to check out our reaction to the 8th episode of New Game, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we'd love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching.
So on this episode of New Game, they get some bug testers in. And lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, we were right.
Called it!
Yeah. Nene is one of the new bug testers. She's on break from college. She's in college. Apparently.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Maybe she's sick.
Actually, I am really surprised because it makes it seem as though Alba graduated from college, and Alba is only 18.
I think Alba joined Eagle Jump straight out of high school, then Nene went on to college.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what I'm starting to think anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, there you have it.
Anyway.
She's on summer break and boom.
It's a summer job.
There you go.
Bugs.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, the person in charge of all the bug testers is
Umiko.
Umiko. Yes, thank you.
The scary one.
The scary one. And right
device.
away, Nene puts her worst foot forward. She's late.
Yep.
She doesn't pay attention. She leaves her desk.
She has
to go look for Alba. She has really bad ADHD.
She was excited. I mean,
yeah, for comedy's sake, you could let slide a little bit. But nah, damn.
But Nene manages to make almost as many office faux pas as you can make.
Of course.
She's away from her desk way too much.
Mm-hmm.
She, let's see what else. Saving the pudding for last. What else did she do? She does a lot of bad stuff. Stuff that
okay,
they'll draw the ire of the office.
Here's an interesting one, right? Mm-hmm. She decided to do this. Obviously, my chair is a little too tall, so I can't
Let me try. Oh, that's better.
Yeah. She decided to do this, lean all the way back.
Look up at the ceiling for a second, I might add.
Right as
Umiko
turns around the corner.
Yeah.
You have experience in this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
In fact, I think you got it was one of the things that ended up, getting you kicked off, wasn't it?
Yeah, getting me removed from a site. Actually, DK also has experience because he worked at the same place. But this guy, we'll call him asshole number one.
Well, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, basically, there's something wrong with him. I'm not sure what it was. But this guy, instead of doing his job, would literally creep around corners looking for the slightest bit of security guard not paying 100% attention, like staring straight forward.
Yep.
He's
a creeper
in the military. Yeah,
he's just a creeper. I had the feeling that I would.
But the amount of times that I've turned my head to see him leaning around the corner,
I wanted to throw something at him. Honestly, just go up there and just fucking bum rush his ass. I don't care.
I'm so glad that I don't work there anymore.
But things like that actually do happen, and for the majority of the time, you can. Sometimes it ends up going similar to how this was, and it was just hey, get back to work. Sometimes, okay, I've caught you slacking off for the 5th time today, even though it was only the one time. Some people are just assholes like that.
Yeah. Or another one was, you know, looking at my phone for a split second because I had an important message, like actually physically important, and the person telling my actual boss that I was playing games on the job. There's assholes like that around, and sometimes you just gotta watch out for them. But yeah, Nene does a lot of bad stuff. Probably one of the worst offenses.
The worst offense
is she stole a pudding from the fridge. Oh my god, do not steal food from office fridges. Do not steal food from office fridges.
Do not steal food from office fridges.
I said it during the episode, I'll say it now. Stealing food from the fridge at the office that I work at is a firing offense. Because it shows that you're not a trustworthy individual. Don't steal food from office fridges.
Enough emphasis on that.
Well, for one,
not everybody knows that.
For one, like, there are...
Not everybody has common sense.
Or not everybody is has the same moral code.
But larceny tastes good.
What's that taste like?
Damn it, Goku!
But there are some people who like
Just makes the
bring a week's worth of food, stick it in a fridge, and then it's gone, and that person didn't even get one bit of it.
I work at two work sites. I have at each work site emergency food, dried food, not frozen or refrigerated. But I literally do have emergency food that I keep at both sites just in case, because sometimes I run late and I can't get lunch, or I can't bring lunch, or I forget to bring lunch, or whatever. And it happened to me a couple of weeks ago.
Oh.
And I go up to go grab my emergency food, and it's fucking gone. Now, since I'm so damn tall, I use the tallest cabinet that if you want to reach it, you're going to have to get at least a chair, probably a small ladder. If you really want that food, fucking go for it, Chief. Somebody will hear you.
But that happens a lot. Happens a lot at the site that I work at too. But I'm not the one that puts food in there. However, there's always a piece of paper on the door saying "Stop stealing food."
No,
we've had X amount of meals disappear since X date.
Oh, so they have like a date since injury sign now. That commonplace and that serious.
It can be pretty bad.
Yeah, one of the office buildings I worked at, I mentioned in the reaction, but there are 6 break areas, and on every single fridge there's a camera, just so they can catch you. And it was actually during the day shift there, the officer on duty. That's like the most important one for them to watch. So some companies take this like as a very grave, serious matter.
Well, yeah, like I said, it is basically showing that you're not a trustworthy individual.
And also messing with the welfare of your coworkers.
Well, yeah, that's why it's so serious at the place that I work at, because we're not allowed to leave the building.
Oh, yeah.
And then especially on like my shift, because I work graveyards, I can't get food delivered, and I can't leave the building. So if somebody steals my food, I'm SOL.
For 8 hours.
For 8 hours.
Ouch.
You know?
And that's no
possibly longer if relief is late.
Yeah,
That's the
I've
worst
been
part.
stuck at that site for 16 hours. So it is actually very serious.
And because it's a tech company, similar to here, there are times where you may end up staying 16 hours
Or longer.
because.
Yeah. If there's an emergency.
Or like let's get a little bit farther beyond the pudding and the lunch. Ko and Rin ended up staying overnight because right before they were about to give the beta test to their publishers, they found probably a debilitating bug in the code and had to fix it before sending it to beta.
And oh my goodness, I don't think I've seen an anime character look that ragged as Ko was the morning after.
I've never seen an anime character in a Moe anime look that ragged.
In a Moe Blob anime. There we go.
I've seen some pretty ragged looking characters.
Well, if they're any worse than that, they're usually like in the middle of dying. So
Attack on Titan comes to mind?
Attack on Titan, Berserk, Evangelion, yeah. The gamut of depressing anime. But in a Moe Blob for sure.
But yeah, she looked like crap.
She has become Death, Destroyer of Worlds.
But stuff like that definitely does happen. And when you think about something like this, and then you go play a game, like my favorite game to mention during all this, Destiny. When it first came out, it was chock full of bugs. One of the biggest that came out with the Dark Below was something called the heavy ammo glitch that actually corresponded with a fix that they made.
The basic thing about programming is if you fix one thing, chances are you're going to break something else. So for them to stay late and fix that bug meant that it was a game-breaking bug, because they are risking breaking the game in a whole new way just by fixing it.
Yeah.
So,
but sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so all the work they had to put in to find the bug and then try to see how it would play out, after they fixed it and compiled everything. Yeah, that's at least an all-night endeavor.
But if you are a follower of Destiny and you've been playing since day one and you've beaten everything the day it came out, you'll probably remember the Crota glitch where your fireteam leader can turn off the Xbox right away, and Crota would stay kneeling and just stay kneeling. It was a really, really debilitating bug. And then after that, after they fixed that, it introduced a new bug where instead of the raid boss staying in his little horseshoe segment, he'd roam around the entire map and kill you with his one-shot kill sword.
That sounds annoying.
Extremely. Like, especially when you're like, because the horseshoe design, right? If you're aimed at him over here, and then all of a sudden he disappears, and then he's right beside you. Boom! Team wipe.
That sounds
after you've been in the raid for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then you're like, fuck it! Happened. Ouch. And that is exactly what happened. It's something that probably what happened here. They found a glitch like that was so debilitating that they had to fix it.
And risk making more bugs.
So it is very dangerous what they did.
But sometimes you gotta do it. It is the one, I guess, fortunate thing about the new age of gaming with DLCs and the like.
Being able to send updates and patches online. Just have them directly downloaded to consoles.
It's not like, obviously you don't want to put out a game that's really, really buggy, but if there ends up being a few bugs or a few glitches, it's not that big of a deal anymore because they can come up with a fix and then put out a patch on the internet.
Yeah, whereas back in the days of cartridges, you had one shot.
Not even just cartridges. I mean, this was back
all the way up
until like PS2.
That's true, yeah.
That about wraps it up for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm Rizzo.
I'm Zero.
And I'm DK.
See you next time.
Don't you fucking dare.
I'll fucking kill you!
That brings new definition to the phrase once bitten, twice shy.
Okay.
Like, what can I throw that's not too heavy and not too valuable?
Something.
There we go.
Oh, damn.
Okay, we gotta do this. I'm trying to get us in the mood.